So back in May in 2015, me and my wife, we decided to go to a water town, which is at the foot of the Great Wall. It's 170 kilometres northeast of where we live. So we drive up to this water town and go for a bit of a walk around, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's at the foot of the Great Wall, and this part of the Great Wall at Simate is like the most, the highest mountains, and it's the really like roughest part of the Great Wall. And while we were there, we're thinking, gee, it'd be nice to get some nicer photos of the Great Wall. So nearby there is a development company which have built some new apartments around the water town, and Relling decides if we go and look at the apartments, could be higher up, and then we could get a bit of a view of the wall. So off we go to this development company and into their office, and we, of course, pretend we're potential customers of buying a unit, which we had no intention of doing. And then we look at the display, and they've got this beautiful layout, like a little model of where the water town is and where the apartments are around the side of the hill. And it was, yeah, really quite nice actually. So we look at some of the designs, and then we decide to go and look at some of the units they've already finished. So off we go with the salesperson, the young guy, and we look inside this just one bedroom apartment, and it's all decked out with furniture and bed and so forth, and it's really quite nice. So we have a talk about the price and the build time and so forth, and yeah, before we know it, we've signed the dotted line. We've decided that we're actually going to buy one. And the typical thing is in China too, is when you do buy an apartment or something, it's always a lot of funfair, and they make a big thing of it. So they have all these golden eggs, and they give us the hammer, and we smash an egg because each egg represents a unit they've got to sell. So we smash an egg, and the confetti and stuff comes out, and they give you a few little gifts and blah blah blah. But you know, we've signed the dotted line, so yeah, we're very very happy. We've kind of only really decided to go to look at the Great Wall, but we've come back buying an apartment. So this was in May 2015. So now we move to June in 2016, and our apartment is built. They look amazing, you know, for China. There's a lot of other people who have bought apartments, so they're all lined up there as well, and everyone's come to look at their apartment. So we go in through the entryway, and everything's really nice, and they've set it up really beautiful. They've got a welcome thing there, and they've got all the lockers for your mail and so forth. Everything's bannered up, and it's all done very showy, of course. So we get our keys in a big fancy box, and off we go to our apartment, and our apartment's got the little welcome home thing on the door and some flowers. But yep, the apartment's exactly the same as the one we looked at originally. This ours, all the tiling and the bath and the toilet and everything are in there. So it looks really good. Now, at our apartment, the one we bought, we made sure we were buying one which was actually facing the Great Wall. So from our balcony, we can actually see the Great Wall of China. We can see it going across the mountain. So we're looking over the top of the water town, and then as we pan around, we can see the Great Wall going up. So it's absolutely beautiful. So we're very, very happy with the apartment. Now, we've decided that we don't want to live there. We're just going to rent the apartment out. So we signed a contract with a hotel which runs out of the water town, and we just rent the apartment to the water town. So they rent it out as a hotel room, and we've just bought it as an investment.